Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Flames will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Middle Tennessee's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators.
Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
1-1 lost one. My 6-year-olds lost. My 10-year-olds, we fucked them up.
Too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe.
Yeah, I think we just went out with the 6-year to make playoffs.
Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
I'm playing my game now too.
At the 40-yard line, that is well short
All right.
of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Come on, what up, son?
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
1st and goal for the offense. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. At the 35, he's open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Flames headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And hit, flying the friendly skies.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability. Turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top.
Hey, what you doing out there, Hank?
Let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total.
What you doing out there, man? All right, let me have this game on, man. Get some action in.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go.
Right to there.
They're looking for something, looking for anything
Yeah.
to try to put some kind of score on the board down
No?
7-0. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Tackle is made at the 27.
Oh, you thought it was your pick.
The Flames decide to punt it away.
How the match still looking? They still getting fucked up?
The afternoon.
They on like I think 10-game losing streak or something.
Tries
Yeah.
to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, MTSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Quarterback just flat, missed
Fuck
it,
yeah.
incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Flames will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Liberty.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Weeks. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. He threw last time they had it, now they have to take care of the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad.
Another ball is knocked free. Corralled by the kicking team. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to take off. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Weeks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over, and the Flames
Nobody asking about your bum ass, bro. You good? Stay where you at. See the streets, it'll be you. Your lips will make you so cute.
It's ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams.
I'll be out there, y'all. I'm in the second half now.
It just takes one play.
It really can.
Oh,
it's
shit.
so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to
Trying
describe
to get a dub, man.
as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Here's the handoff. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. It'll be third and long. The lone back's got it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, there's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. Trying play action. Floating away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man all by himself.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. We reach the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Second down coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Weeks. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The play-action fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle at Stewart. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
What the heck? Yeah, they won.
They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, I got a minute left of mine.
Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th